All right, let's get this layout switched over. How's everybody doing today? I see Nebby, the Cosmog, Shy, and Pokemon Master. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys have been having a good Tuesday. Anyone do anything exciting today? Have anything fun happen? Any fun shinies found? And what do you guys think as well? What do you guys think of the newest BDSP and Legends news? You're here. I'm glad to have you guys here. I think the world is with you again. What do you mean? School's doing something where if you open a bank account through the school, you get $400 for free? That's kind of nice. I guess confirm, like, you know, no weird strings are attached or something. Like the money can only be spent at the school or something like that. But yo, what's going on, Goldie? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. Got a shiny Kyogre yesterday. Yo, Pokemon Master, congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. When did you get it? Sling wants you to get Coliseum Mario Kart and another controller. Again, just, you know, as long as like it's, you know, there's not weird strings with it, like you can actually spend the money on that stuff. That's awesome. Guys, I'm excited for the stream today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Dratini, guys. I don't know if you guys are feeling it too. I think today will be the day. When you're at King's Dominion a few days ago, your family and you were going to enter a corn maze when a raccoon passed and you're like, oh wait, what? The raccoon just wanted to do the corn maze, man. Don't judge. Dragonair when? Dear God, no. I would die. Down it's limited because it's a bank account. Possibly, but again, just confirm all the stuff with it. I guess converse with parents, figure it out from there. Yeah, just make sure. I doubt the school would be doing anything sketchy, but generally when they're like, hey, you know, get free money by doing this, there's something that they're getting something that makes the $400 worth it a lot of the time. And again, with the school, it might not be anything sketchy. It might just genuinely be them trying to encourage the students to have bank accounts. You know, just like get used to that kind of thing. Sure, they're only giving away the money because they get like 2 times what they give in return. Exactly. What are they doing that gets them that 2 times, right? Like, I think it's just generally good to, you know, question when things are that good, right? Yeah, again, it could totally just be like legit on the table or something, you know, like, hey, just do this, you know, encouraging that kind of thing. Or you just never know. You never know. So read, like, again, talk with parents and stuff, read terms on it and everything, you know. Masculine Ride will be like Pokemon Dude Perfect. Exactly. Like I said in that comment. That'd be awesome if there was like a way to make that happen. I know that's not going to be the case, right? Like, I doubt that you're going to be able to like bounce the Pokeball off other stuff and have it still count as catching. Get a shiny Whismur! Yo, Pokemon Master, congrats. I still need to get a Whismur. They said, would you like to get $400 for free? No strings attached. If that's the case, that's awesome. Again, I haven't read any of this. I'm just coming from the perspective of you've been told by someone they'll give you $400 for free. That never sounds not shady out of context, right? Like, I just don't have context on the situation. What should you name your Obstagoon? Obstagoon. Super original. And we want to do Dynamax Ventures? There might be some people in chat. Really want to play Diamond and Pearl because you were never able to? Hey, BDSP will be a good chance for it. It won't be quite the same, obviously, being on the new consoles and everything, but it'll be a good opportunity for stuff. Does one of the school officials assume it's legit? Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying 100% it's not, and if there was anything to be trustworthy, I would assume the school is. Still read everything. Still read everything before you jump into it. Might name it Flag or Pepsi. I don't know if I agree with Pepsi, to be honest. Not a fan. Yo, Duke, what's going on? Distraction dance. Are you trying to distract me from the shinies? PTSP looks amazing from the third trailer. Honestly, it really does. I take back a lot of my concern with how it looked before. They've definitely... one of my friends put it well. Indy, if you guys remember him from previous modding on streams, as well as just like being one of the announcers on some of our battle tournament stuff. He definitely put it really well of like, this is the first time that, demo footage, real game won't look like this, meant like in the good direction for that of like, excuse me, I threw the Pokeball that way. But yeah, it's like one of the first times that like development footage meant like, this game's still in development, please bear with us. Like, it's one of the few times that's been the case. Usually that kind of thing is like, it stays the same, or if anything, it actually gets a little bit worse to improve performance. But yeah, no, this time, like, everything seemed legit. Distraction dances with Duke. Oh no, more distractions. You watched the video, by the way. Awesome. What'd you think? What are your thoughts on the trailers? Why are these guys being so mean? It's not Game Freak. True. True. It is Ilka. Did I say Game Freak? Did I say Game Freak just now? It's weird. It's the first time that like Game Freak hasn't been the right thing to say. Like the Hisui and stuff. Yeah, that stuff's cool. I like the new Pokemon. I'm forgetting its name suddenly. Why am I forgetting its name? I've seen its name like so many times now, but no, the new Scyther evolution is kind of cool. I kind of like the concept for it. It is cool seeing them kind of lean a bit more and more into the whole regional forms thing. I think it's a decent way to kind of expand the decks and give. It's a good way to give Pokemon some new life in the same way they had Megas, but without doing Megas again. Even though like they should just do Megas again. Like Scissor for Clever or whatever. It's like Cleaver or something, right? Ilka did an amazing job. Oh yeah. It looks really good. It looks really good. I'm glad they figured out the Poketch. I'm really glad they figured out the Poketch situation. Because that was going to be a little bit interesting if they didn't have the Poketch in any way. Yeah, the way it's in there, again, like I mentioned in the trailer, it feels very just like slapped on. If it has just like a little border or something, I think that would do a lot to polish it up. Yo, Alan, what's going on your last here? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Kelivore? Is that how it's spelled? I thought it was like Cleaver. Oh, Kelivore? Interesting. I totally have been mispronouncing that then. Scyther Evo's clean. It really does look good. Scissor Revolution looks like chaos in your opinion? I mean, it definitely, it has the same shape. Like, it was very clear at first, like, that was the inspiration for it. I didn't know at first, because I never actually went to the website. I just saw people mention it online. That, like, the actual dex entry is that it's, like, it is a Scyther evolution. Which makes sense. It's Bug Rock. Yeah, it's Bug Rock. Scyther already evolved with a metal coat, so make it evolve with a rock coat, basically. And then, like, it definitely has, like, the same design influences as a Scyther, just with axes. And a little bit more of a rocky look. So, yeah, like, the rockiness definitely makes it a bit busier of a design, but they can get away with busier designs in the newer games. I don't think that's inherently an issue. I think, like, obviously there's always, like, the kind of thing where it's, like, limitations on art can make it more interesting, but, like, and you see that a lot with, like, Dratini is fantastic. Dratini had to look decent and, like, distinguishable on a tiny little Game Boy screen. Like, if you try to design this new Pokemon, or, like, any of the Hisuian Pokemon for a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color, good luck. Anything, honestly, anything pre-3DS, it would have been really hard to make it work well. But they can make it work now, and I don't think that's inherently, like, something to make something not a Pokemon or anything like that, but I get what you're saying. It's the same kind of deal as Eternatus, just not nearly as bad. Eternatus actually just is too much, because it's hard to distinguish any real lines on it in any kind of form. To encourage more people to open accounts, as with the card you get, any purchases you make will earn the school 10% off what you spend. Okay. See, that's the kind of thing that I was wondering about. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm guessing like the card itself is like, you don't get any reward points from it at that point. You're basically getting $400 of reward points up front for the school to take all reward points going forward. See, that makes sense. That's the kind of thing that like definitely is in there, right? And that was the thing to just look for. Yeah, make profit off kids buying stuff. Yeah, like as soon as you buy like, I guess like $4,000 of stuff with the card, which that's a lot of stuff for a kid to be buying, but maybe it works out that way. Maybe it works well. Come on, Dratini, come back. Stream keeps crashing on your end. Oh no. I don't see any like dropped frames on my end. Is anyone else seeing issues with the stream? Hopefully it's not something on my end. I don't want it to be something like for you either, Duke, but like I'd love for it to be something I could fix, but I also don't want like everyone on stream to be seeing issues. Do you like the pixel art you recently finished? Yes, dude. That stuff was so good. That stuff was really cool. Good luck to be watching through a Switch. Alright, Alan, thank you so much for that. Glad to have you here, dude. It's a win when you get your stuff, they get the money. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it could work. It definitely could work out. Like, they really are banking on, like, more of that kind of money coming back. Like, you know, over the course of having all the cards. Oshawott is probably high level. Oh, in that battle. Kelevor is probably super tanky. Or super frail, because Oshawott did 1/3 of its HP damage. Yeah, like, yeah, high level Oshawott, it could just be lower. Like, and it could have, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation with that'll be, because it seemed like it was like an area boss, right? Like, it seemed like you went into that area and it was like a boss there. And you can see one of the NPCs reference it as like a mission. So, like, definitely think there's going to be a big one of those that's like something to challenge. Probably in the lines of like a Guardian from Breath of the Wild would be my assumption. And having all of the wardens, all that stuff looks really good. All that stuff looks really good. And again, I'm happy to see actual like content and missions in Arceus. I think that was the biggest thing that I was nervous about, was just the fact that we had nothing and all we had to go off was open world Pokemon, catch all the Pokemon. And it's like, I love collecting Pokemon. Pokedex completion is my favorite thing to do in the game, next to shiny hunting, which is also just Pokedex completion, but rarer, you know? So, like, for me, it's, like, great, but there still should be some kind of content to do throughout the story, you know? Like, there still should be something. So, it's good to see this. It's good to see there's going to be wardens, there's going to be different missions to be done as far as just, like, running missions to places. Probably fetch quests, probably some like evil team, whatever, you know, kind of like level of an evil team they try to give to this game, like that kind of stuff will be in place. And you're doing all that and all along the way you're going to be catching Pokemon. It seems like there's enough varied content now, which is good to see. The biggest concern I think everyone kind of had was in that first trailer, the world was lifeless and stuttery, you know? So I think we're seeing a lot of good stuff. I think we're seeing a lot of good stuff come out of the Legends trailers. Kelevor may be frail. Would there be a Hisuian Scyther? I think it'll be a situation like, I'm trying to think of another Pokemon that did this. I think it's going to be a situation like the original original Scizor Scyther line, right? This is basically a Hisuian Scizor, right? That's kind of my takeaway. Is it's an evolution for Scyther, because it's a different name. It's a different name, right? It's like how there isn't. It's like how Berserker isn't Galarian Persian. It's just what Galarian Meowth evolves into, which I guess would mean a Galarian Scyther, but I don't know. I don't see there being a Galarian version of Scyther. I just see there being in Hisui. It evolves into Kelevor. Kelevor's the same height as Dunsparce, 5'11", nice. Oshawott was level 18. That might just mean that it's a very early quest then. Again, I think that's going to be like a mission quest from like the area they went into with it being announced by an NPC as like kind of a task like to do, like to deal with that situation. I'm gonna guess it's some kind of very early quest. Like you go out with your starter, you do an initial kind of fetch quest, gather some more resources for the village or something. Then you come back, you kind of get like a couple other quests, and one of those quests to do is there's this really like strong Pokemon that you've got to go deal with and help the city. The villagers are afraid to travel into this area and we have to go get resources. It's going to be some kind of mission like that, you know, where they're kind of like, oh no, like we can't pass because we don't have the Pokemon. We're not a trainer. So like a level 18 Pokemon is more than like your average person would have. Obviously it's way less than what we all would have, but you know, like, so it'll be probably a pretty early kind of thing. It's probably going to be, I would say that might be the final quest before you move out of the initial area that Jubilife Village is based in. That's kind of my thought of where it's going to exist in the game's timeline, is, you know, kind of an end to the tutorial or an end to the first, like, real kind of set of missions. That's my thought. That's my thought. Special minerals found in Hisui region cause Scyther to evolve into this Pokemon. Oh yes, the Stone. And why is that Stone gone now? Do you ever open and close your GameCube hoping to find a game in there randomly? Not usually. Not usually. I'm a fan of object permanence. Farfetch'd got an evolution and a Galar form. True. So there's a potential for it. I don't know if I would really foresee. I think kind of the whole idea is it effectively is. It's basically the rock type Scyther, right? In the same way that Scizor was the steel type Scyther. Like Scizor, if forms existed when Scizor came into being, it would just be a regional form of Scyther, I think. And I think the same would happen with Kelevor if Scizor already was an evolution. I don't think they would give... they definitely could, but I don't think they would make a Hisuian form of a Pokemon that is a pre-evolution of something else, and becoming that new form makes it not be able to evolve. That's my assumption. I'm gonna guess it's a similar situation to Scizor, where the base stats all add up to the same number. It's gonna have the same amount of stats. It's just gonna be spread around differently to match the rock typing and axes, I would assume. Yo, Ash, Splash, and Odyssey. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Back just finding a good Pixelmon server since you're playing Minecraft. Nice. Hope you find a really good one. I already threw the Pokeball. You shouldn't be able to attack after that. Might drop out of school. Why would you drop out of school, Splash? 2 games definitely improved a lot over time. Yeah, like looking at the February trailer and looking at it now, both of them look massively better. It is pretty crazy how much the game's actually like improved. And again, just because Legends gave us so little initially. The most we saw was the really poor frame rate on all the Pokemon. Fortunately, kind of like my thought was, it was a very global problem. Like it was in terms of like the actual rendering, and it wasn't like an animation issue on an individual Pokemon level. So they've been able to fix it largely in one go of optimizing whatever that like part of the code was. So like that's not a continual issue. Like an individual issue they have to keep addressing. It's like they addressed it once and that solved it for everything, which is great to hear and see. Yeah, and then BDSP looked generally fine. Again, the first trailer was just really like a class of how not to set up a trailer for a game with a new style like that. The second trailer on its own, just ignoring that really weird angle from the first trailer, made everything look fine. Obviously not like what you would expect from a Generation 8 remake game in the same way that like Oras was a Gen 6 remake game. It's not that, it's not trying to be that, but it does really well in its art style, especially with the new lighting. The lighting's been improved. It seems like the shading and like outlining and any kind of model stuff has been improved inside the battles. Animations seem a lot more fluid, at least from the perspective of like you know, trainers that you battle and stuff. They actually all kind of have like decent animations now. The games really have stepped it up over the past 6 months. Because I think a lot of my concern was the fact that they went radio silent, and when the games come out in November and like you announce them in February, like, and then you don't hear anything before like in like you're in July, it's like the final product is probably done at this point and just going through validation, right? Like that's where you get to, and it's like, oh, what's going on? School is boring. I don't think that's a really good reason to drop out. if like college doesn't seem to be a thing for you. That's different, but like I don't think it's a good reason to just drop school. Not high school, at least. Love the GameCube startup. It is pretty nice. Just dropping in to say hi. The British boy gotta go to bed. All right, see you later, Odyssey. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good stream, day night. Everyone enjoy the stream. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, Odyssey, and hope you have a good night. Gonna watch some people play GameCube games so you can get an idea what games you want. There you go. There you go. Good plan. Some window shopping on the games. No, that was a surprise getting those trailers today. I was not expecting them at all, but the multiple Discord servers I'm in, both Pokemon related and not, suddenly just all posted these trailers and started talking about it. I'm like, alright, I gotta watch this. I gotta see this. And, yeah, that was good. That was good. Only working at McDonald's just because school isn't interesting. McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally valid to be like, school's not for me and not do college. Like, you can find trade schools and stuff from there that are probably a lot more interesting, but like high school, I would very much so recommend finishing. Not having a high school degree limits jobs a lot more than not having a college degree. And that is my advice. Also, Splash, weren't you the one who said you wanted to be a lawyer? For the money? Those kind of require a lot of degrees. But yeah, those trailers came out, I was like, alright, I gotta watch these, watched them, and then I figured, like, alright, let's watch back through them. It was just kind of one of those things where, like, I was just kind of watching it. I was just watching it on my phone. And not really paying too much attention to it, you know, it's kind of like glancing at stuff in the way I usually do with trailers. Like, alright, I'm gonna sit down and watch it and record it. So if you haven't seen, I did do like not really a breakdown and not really an initial reaction because I had seen it before, but just like watching that trailer, kind of giving my thoughts on a few parts here and there. Yeah, but I'm every time we're seeing information for these games, I get more and more excited for them. The hype has been done in a really good way with these, I feel, or at least like the trailers have come out in the right order for sure. As far as like the first trailers, I was like, okay, and like was generally interested, but the more I thought about it, the more that kind of wavered, just because like, are these actually gonna be okay? Are they actually not gonna be okay? What's the situation gonna be like here? You know, like trying to kind of like figure out my feelings on them because we just had so little to go off of. But now that we've actually got a lot of solid information, and every time we get more information, it just feels like everything is better than it was with the old information. Oh, I'm glad that hit before it jumped. Yeah, no, these games have done a very good job, and every time we get more information, it seems like it's been good, and it's made me want the games even more. So, good on Game Freak and Ilka and just Pokemon Company in general for doing a really good job at, I think, recovering public opinion on these games. Oh, come on. Come on. Why you gotta do that? There we go. So yeah, at this point, November 19th can't come quickly enough. Oh, let me throw. Okay, good. Gonna go for a bit. Alright, see you later, Nebby. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again in a little bit. And I hope this Dratini will stay in the Pokeball. We're gonna run very, very close to out of Pokeballs, I think. I might have to, like, go over to Cerulean and buy a bit more stuff. Yeah, with the number of them that run after we throw like 4 Pokeballs at them. It's insane. I did not want to encounter that Dragonair. Yeah, because that's going to be a rough one to try to catch. Hey, Hey, thank you to everyone who's left a like on the stream so far. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we have 43 Pokeballs left, and I think we have like 10 more Dratini to catch or something. I don't know if our chain's at 21 or 12. Depending on where that is, we'll either maybe scrape by, or we'll absolutely have to go back to and grind for a little bit of items. Never mind, you're gonna stick around. All right, Nebby, glad to have you here still, then. I feel like I should pop a lure at some point here, but like, they would burn through so fast doing all this surfing. That Magikarp was waiting for me. It singled me out there. It targeted me. It was just swimming along the one wall for all that time. I was like, alright, I can get by. And then it just turned and swam in front of me at the last second. Come on, man. Even more excited for BDSP now? Same splash. Like, genuinely, all that information was great from the trailers that came out today. Yeah, everything looked good in there. You know, confirmation on a lot of stuff coming back. Like, you know, again, I've been really going into all these videos, and for like 6 months, basically, I was sitting here saying, like, you know, we can't say anything's going to be in the games that wasn't officially announced in trailers, right? Like, so I was saying that so much, and I stand by it. I think that's a very good way to, you know, kind of keep the hype to a minimum, like the overhyping to a minimum. So yeah, I still stand by that, and I still stand by that now, even after the trailers. It's like, but the trailers have been doing a very good job at telling us about stuff. You're installing a Pixelmon server, so you're gonna play Pearl on Minecraft. Nice. Is it like a server that's set up to actually have like have the Pokemon map in Minecraft? That's pretty cool. That'd be super cool. What do you think your teacher's reaction will be when you skip school on the 19th? I mean, I don't think they'd react any differently than any other sick day. The only thing that would be of note would be if enough people skipped that, like, they just couldn't do class properly, right? Like, if one person's out, you still do class, and that person has makeup work. If half the class is out, you can't teach a lesson when half the class isn't there. But I don't think there's going to be any kind of special reaction. In the same way that, like, when I take the day off work, it's just going to be me taking a day off work. In the same way I would take a day off work for, you know, moving or something, you know? It just is what it is there. I think the only reason they would have any special reaction is if you told them that it was because of Pokemon, and they're like, why would you tell me that? You could have said you were sick. Had to install some mods though, because there's over 100,000 members on the server, and there's a server with over 1 million people, so you're not going to get any viruses. Oh, like you were just checking to make, like, all those people are playing it, so obviously it's got to be at least a little bit safe. Yeah, I mean, you do have to install mods for Pixelmon. Pixelmon itself is just a mod. It's like a whole mod pack. Come on, you didn't need to spawn that there. You really didn't need to spawn that there. What is this game doing? I don't want to encounter Magikarp. Stop spawning them under me. What was it? That was like 3. It tried to do it with a tentacle too. This game has it out for me. It doesn't want me encountering Dratinis. Or it wants me to get so into the muscle memory of leaving battles that I just leave battles with Dratinis. virus prediction and it won't let you touch stuff that has viruses and stuff that isn't safe. It tries to. It's not always perfect. It's definitely still be careful. Don't act like it's invincible. But yeah, I gotcha. Just always be careful with that kind of thing. Carp, carp, carp. So many carps. I don't want the carps. Nothing against them personally or anything. I just have too many. Also, I just realized my catch combo is only 10. We're absolutely going to have to buy so many more Pokeballs. So we will be heading back to Cerulean Cave here in a little bit. Jeffrey McMullins, welcome to the stream. Remember you? The name sounds familiar. How you doing today? How you doing, Jeffrey? No, it isn't Flash. Back on your old laptop that died from viruses. Flashback. Oh, flashback to your old laptop. I was like, Flash shouldn't be on your laptop at all. That doesn't work anymore. Yeah, the biggest thing is like you just got to be smart about stuff. Don't click random links without knowing what they do. Back in school and Justin, gotcha, gotcha. Hope school's been going well. I guess, yeah. At this point, everyone's back in school now, for sure. Because there's like that month or so, like you know, most of August, like there's like a lot of people in, and then by like the beginning of September, everyone's in. So I guess like everyone's kind of back in school now. I've been going out and helping at one of the local robotics teams. Starting like yesterday, and it's going to be going on like for all of the school year now. I'm excited for that. That's something I've been looking forward to. Didn't we get a shiny yesterday? We got a Magikarp shiny yesterday. We got the Magikarp shiny yesterday, which is why we're building up a new Dratini chain. So yeah, that's why, despite like having built up the chain now, we've had to build up the chain on almost every single stream at this point, right? I think yesterday's stream was the only one where we didn't have to like start by building up the chain, and even then we still just start building a chain at the end of the stream. Want to hear a funny story? Absolutely, absolutely. Storytell away. I have no like special stories from today. My day consisted of waking up, starting work, doing work until lunch, watching Pokemon videos, making a video about Pokemon videos, and then, yeah, doing work until end of work. Tried to go buy some stuff to hang my base traps, but I did not buy it. The sticky stuff I bought was not good for foam, unfortunately. Like, I was like, alright, I can get, like, the cheapest stuff possible. This foam's super light, and then it just turns out that it doesn't work with foam. Dabbing. Because of that dope Magikarp from yesterday, Nebby. But yeah, that was basically my whole day. Was that. Like Jimmy Neutron? I like Jimmy Neutron. It's got nostalgia to it. It wasn't my favorite Nickelodeon show as a kid. Not like, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't my favorite. It was probably that situation where it just came on more than some other shows. So I was kind of like, ah, it's Jimmy Neutron. But it was good. Peak Jimmy Neutron though, absolutely Jimmy Timmy Power Hours. That was like the peak of Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. Everything about those was just perfect. It was like, that was like the big event of any given like year. Whenever they did Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. As far as like every kid knew about it, every kid was watching it. You know, like you don't have that with TV, like with like cartoons or like TV anymore. It's still a thing with movies, but like that was the thing. A big spider on your porch, and it's been there for a month. You named it Fitzroy. Rip, by the way. So earlier, your mom cooked burgers on the grill, and Fitzroy built his web in the grill. Oh no! Peak of Fairly Odd Parents is Channel Chasers. Dude, you're right. I take back Jimmy Timmy Power Hour being the peak of Fairly Odd Parents. It was close. Channel Surfers, or Channel Chasers, so good. Honestly, you have said it. I want to watch it now. Man, that was good. That was like some really good stuff. Like perfectly parodied so many things, and then like had such a good story. Knockdown that scared you, and you have arachnophobia, so you're having a Nerf gun shot. No, that's so sad. Granted, I've been having one heck of a time having to get rid of a whole bunch of spiders at my house. It's apparently like a really bad time of the year for one species of spiders around here. Like as far as like, it's great for them. It's bad for me who doesn't want them. Like to the point that I spent a lot of Sunday doing yard work. Just cause like Sunday's my yard work day, you know. Dratini, you need to stand still long enough for me to do that. Come on. But yeah, so what was I saying? There we go. But yeah, so like there were so many spiders. I took down like just across the front of the house like 5 or 6 separate spider webs. Like massive spider webs. These are big spiders. And yeah, it's like they're just a problem. They're everywhere. And I took all the webs down, got rid of the spiders, you know, did all that. And then like that was Sunday. Today is Tuesday. My sister came over to see the house for the first time. I was like, oh, you clearly don't like go out front at all, because there were spider webs all over it with spiders. I'm like, I spent like 30 minutes dealing with all of these on Sunday. Like, you know, people can be like, dang, that's a lot of spider webs. And I can be like, yeah, but don't criticize me for like, oh, you haven't like kept anything clean. It's like, I have spent so much time keeping stuff clean. It is just, unless I want to spend like an hour a day doing it, and it's like, it's not like, oh, I don't want to do work. It's like, I can't, I'm not going to spend an hour every day just doing like small little keep up. Like, I will keep it all clean once or twice a week. You know, like, I'm not going to let it get bad, but it's going to like be clean. And these things build a web in like 3 hours. Like, I can't do anything about that. I'm not going out every 3 hours to take down spider webs. Like, come on now. Come on now. Hey, gamers, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. It's like Gravity Falls? Yes, Gravity Falls is really good. I watched it for the first time recently, actually. I hadn't seen it while it was airing, just because I wasn't really watching, like, TV at the time. But with it being on Disney+, my girlfriend suggested it, and we watched it. That was a lot of fun. That was a really good show. But yeah, that's my small rant for the day, is, like, I've been called out for, oh, your car's got spider webs on it. Oh, your front door's got spider webs on it. And I'm like, you come over, like, 3 hours after I take them all down and there's spider webs on stuff. Like, it's impossible right now. Every time I go out to collect mail, I take like pine cones that have fallen on the driveway and throw them through the spider webs and destroy them, and they are back. Like the next morning, they're back. Or like even in the evening, you know? And it's like I accept it, like it's a thing, it's just like, it's like I have to deal with it, yes, like I have to clean it up, but like, it's just the frustration of like so many people have been like, oh, you like the spider webs on stuff, clean it. I'm like, yes. It's like doing the dishes and then cooking something, and then like before you're able to finish cooking, so it's like, your dishes are dirty, what's up? And it's like, it's part of the process. Like, you gotta do something other than clean at some point, and they're that fast, they just come back. Like, I took some down before the stream. I guarantee you if I went back out there after the stream, they would be back. So it's like legit, like, if I open the window, someone was like, oh, you got spiders everywhere. It's like, yeah, I am aware. I don't like them either. And I've been dealing with them as fast as I can. It's like, I'm not paid to take down spider webs. I can't do it all the time. Rip Fitzroy, feel bad you murdered him. You're gonna turn yourself in. Can't live this down. Shot him in his body. Flew from his legs. You gotta turn yourself into the spider police, man. You want to do something else, but I don't know what to do. Maybe just step away for a little bit. If you win a game 13-0, you'll be B3. So it's like, what determines being a rank then? If like 13-0 is what's going to do it. It's like 12-0 won't, or 13-1 won't. What makes the determination so like easy? Because every time I've played a game that has like ranking, the only time I played a game that had ranking that actually showed me the hard numbers was Rocket League in Season 1. After Season 1, they took that away, and I was very upset they took that away. Get RR and 100 per rank. I don't know what that means. How does that relate to the 13-0? R is like the points that you get each match. You need 100 RR per rank. Okay. And you know 13-0 will get you that? Because every time I've played a game that has ranking stuff like that, it depends on like the ranks of the other teams. Like, if I went 13-0 but it paired me up with a bunch of people who didn't know how to play the game just because matchmaking was screwed that way, it'd be like, okay, 13-0, cool. Here's like 2 points. Like you play against someone who's like really hard to be like, all right, hey, here's like 20 points. Good job. If you get 13-0, you might get like 20 or 30 or something. Oh, okay. So you need like, so like it is still an estimate. It's just you kind of know that it has to be a really solid match. Gotcha. Gotcha. I thought it was like concrete guaranteed 13-0 was like the right amount. I was like, that's weird. Like it's weird for it to be that open. I feel like they're never that open because like people would get too stressed or frustrated. It does depend, but you've been queuing with high-ranked players. Gotcha. Not tell you a solid number, but based off previous matches you've had. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, like, that's all I was curious about, because you saying, like, so matter-of-factly that it was, like, 13-0, I was like, dang, that's, like, a very transparent ranking system. Which they never are. Most recent 13-0 got you 32. Okay. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, just previous experience, I gotcha. Thank you to everyone who's left a like on the stream. I appreciate that, guys. We're almost to 10 likes. It would be awesome if we could get there soon. There's Dratini. How did that not hit? Like, the fact that it can go into an animation post-throw and, like, a frame before the Pokeball makes contact, it's like, ah, it didn't hit. It's like, it'd be one thing if I threw when, like, it was clearly winding up to, like, hit, and, like, the animation was, like that. Like, I was able to catch myself. But, like, if the Pokeball's mid-flight, what am I supposed to do? Playing Assassin's Creed in school today on your Switch? How'd that go over? I feel like playing Pokemon's one thing, but, like, playing a game like Assassin's Creed, I feel like it's a whole different ballpark with, like, teachers and stuff. Man, I really gotta get my monitors adjusted on these arms. Since I've had to take the arms apart, like, to move, you know, all the adjustments are completely wrong, and one of the monitors, the one right here with chat on it, is just, like, at, like, a 10-degree angle. Because, like, and it's, like, drooping to the side and drooping forward and, like, super far down just because the arms are so not tight. So I need to... I've borrowed, like, my dad's, like, impact gun. It's just gonna, like, torque the hell out of the bolts on it and hope it holds. Sold a bunch of trading cards on Steam to get enough Steam creds for Wallpaper Engine. There you go. I have Wallpaper Engine. The problem for me is I have such a weird resolution set for monitors that, like, maybe it's gotten better at this point, because at the time it was like this weird situation in the middle of a... Because I have three 1440p monitors, which in 2016 when I got them, like, 4K was becoming a bit more normal, but, like, most people are still 1080, and if you did go for a higher resolution monitor, you just went up to 4K, so there wasn't a lot of 1440 stuff, and there definitely wasn't a lot of, like, sets of three 1440p wallpapers, so I just didn't have a lot of Wallpaper Engine options. Ah, come on. Come on. Bro. Why are these Dratini so hard? Why didn't I notice that bounce animation? One of your monitors is 1920 1080, your other is yeah, it's a 4K, so you might be hard to find one. I mean, then from there you just find two. You just find two like decent looking ones, and in that case, you're pretty well off because the biggest thing to be concerned with is if you're using a different resolution wallpaper or doing anything different resolution, you want to go down like in a like whole number pixel ratio. Like in the case of your like 1080 and 4K. Those wallpapers will look fine on each other and still look pretty sharp. Like a 1080p wallpaper on a 4K display is still just like a super crisp 1080p wallpaper, whereas like if you put 1080p on a 1440p monitor or a 1440p wallpaper on a 4K monitor, the pixels don't line up perfectly, so like it gets a little bit blurry. Like a 1080p image on a 4K monitor, each pixel is just a 2x2 set of pixels. So it all still looks really sharp and everything, but like if you put, you know, an image that's not the right resolution, it can look a little bit fuzzy. But at the same time, that is a very, like, that's a very minimal level of blurriness. Like, it's not like it's something super common that, like, you gotta worry about. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to Cerulean Cave and try to pick up a few more items to sell. We are running very low. Also, I've never noticed this before. This cave entrance is so funky. Like, there's nothing there. I've never noticed that in all the time. Did my streak get broken? It did not, Jake. It did not. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Unless you're talking about yesterday. Oh, his box just fell. Yesterday we found a shiny Magikarp and collected that, and because we caught that, we broke our chain, so we had to rebuild our chain from yesterday. So we're flying over here. Yeah, we're flying over here because I'm running low on Pokeballs. And I'm also running very low on money. So we're going to try to pick up a couple golden berries or something. You know, anything that we can use to sell and get some more money. Just because Dratinis are a real pain to catch. Yeah, we're down to 10 Pokeballs, so we need a bunch more. You want an animated wallpaper like Japanese architecture because you love the atmosphere? Ooh, you could probably find something like that. You could almost certainly find something that's like one of the like arches, like the red arches with some like sakura petals falling in front of it. I guarantee you there's something like that out there. And welcome back, Nebby. How you doing? You have to sit out of gym? Gotcha. There we go. That'll be, I think that's like 25 Pokeballs right there. That's like 2 Pokeballs. Hopefully we can find a good number of the golden berries here. There we go. Yeah, because as long as I can find golden berries that aren't golden Razzes, I'll sell them. Also, there we go. Old Amber, that'll be useful. For a fossil hunt. Alright, finding a lot of these Nodab and Pineapple berries. If you find one more golden berry, like golden non-Raz, like that, we're pretty set. I'm gonna go ahead and like finish off collecting stuff from these spots. Maybe we find even more. Like golden Razes are always fun to have. One of your friends has a wallpaper that's Japanese alleyway-ish, and that'd be good enough. Yeah, that'd be cool. But you can definitely find some stuff. Sakura petals, super nice. Yeah, and that's one of those things that it definitely fits the theme for most people. It's very, you know, stereotypically and traditionally Japanese. So it's like a lot of people, you know, would add that kind of stuff, and it's a simple enough like animated like filter on the top of something to put it in. So yeah, Wallpaper Engine would definitely have that kind of stuff. Alright, so now we just gotta go sell. We just gotta go sell this stuff. Problem is selling enough Steam things to get $4. True. True. I always run into the issue where it's like I want to just sell some of my trading cards. Like I get like the impulse to do it one day, and then it's like, oh, you got to verify your like, you know, Steam Guard stuff, and I'm like, okay, and it's like, oh, it's a new phone, it's gonna take a while for us to verify your Steam Guard stuff. And I'm like, never mind. Like, I'm not gonna be interested in doing it for that long. You know, like that's kind of the thing. Where it's like, oh yeah, I'm not that interested. Also, that's not what I want to do. Sell that. Let's sell that. Shall sell that. Yeah, you can buy. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Yep, that's good enough for me for now. I know I could have hit sideways, but whatever. There we go. Now we're good to go. Now we're good to go back and look for more Dratinis. Put a card up for $100 for a meme, and when it goes up to the market, hope it sells. But another part of you feel bad for anyone who would buy it. People probably wouldn't buy it that way. I mean, how much would it be worth normally? I'm guessing it's just one of those like super common, like 13-cent cards or something like that. It would be hilarious if someone bought it for that, but I doubt people would. I'd almost be surprised if Steam Guard, or like not Steam Guard, if Steam just in general is like, yeah, buy this cheaper one. No, I didn't mean to do that. Don't do this. Don't do... Usually 10 cents. I mean, hey, if someone's willing to buy it for literally 1,000 times the market value, that's on them. That's very much on them at that point. That's my opinion on it. Come on. All right, there we go. There we go. Get $4 for things on Steam. The tax will not be that bad. Yeah, I'm also not sure how sales tax applies when it comes to Steam credit. I think because it's all still handled within Steam and it's not actually like a monetary transaction, I think you might not have to pay tax. I'm not sure what how Steam credit works with that. Because I feel like what ends up happening, I might be wrong, it might be like the tax happens then, but I feel like if you put money in your Steam wallet, or like you buy like a Steam gift card or something, then the tax comes off there. But I might be wrong, since like the gift card could, like in a gift card situation, you'd want the... Yeah, never mind. If it was a kid on their parents' Steam account just looking around, I'd probably try your best to get them a refund. I mean, they would just go through Steam for that, I think. Pretty sure you need tax even though they tax you on sales. Yeah, I think it would be after saying in my head, I think buying the gift card doesn't get taxed, and then using the money after that is what taxes it, I think. I don't use Steam gift cards enough for it to particularly be an issue. I gamble on which way Dratini would jump. And I lost the bet. Alright. Yeah, hopefully we hit another milestone here with the Dratinis and actually get them down to, like, decent catch rates. Even if it's just yellow circles, it'll be something. 84 caught, maybe 85 will be that mark? I can be hopeful. It's every 15. Or I guess not really every 15, but every something that gets to 85, because it's 15 away from 100, maybe? I gambled wrong again! I'm a fool. Have too many Steam games you don't play? I have a ton. I think that's just kind of generally the theme with Steam games is like you have a ton of them because you bought them for like $3 on sale. I have a bunch of games I'm like, oh, I'll play that eventually, and then like either the eventually is once I get a better computer, or once I stop playing another game, but then I buy another game on Steam and play that instead, and you know, then you just have games in your library that you're like, why did I buy this? What did I buy this for? And I imagine it happens a lot more with Steam than anything else, because one, the sales, two, you can't resell Steam games. You have 53 games and you only play like 14, which is more than you thought you did. Like more than you had, or more than you thought you played. Yeah, I mean, if I look through my Steam, I'd probably see a lot of games that I've played, but I tend to be the person who gets really focused on a singular game for a long period of time. And so, like, I'll have, you know, I have, like, a library of over 100 games, and it's, like, in the past 2 weeks, I played, like, 3. And if you looked, like, one of them was booting it up just to get, like, the daily rewards and something. You know? Like, that's the amount I play of it. Dratini, stay in the Pokeball! Don't do that! Don't yell at me like that. Why do I feel like these orange ones are honestly less likely to catch than like the reds? That's the way it's felt. Have at least 8 games that you were naively thinking you would play them. Nope. 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 I'm really hoping that golden Razzes are enough to rein in the Dratini's catch rate. Just because, I don't know, sometimes these things really immediately throw out the run animation. Sometimes they, like... Sometimes you can throw, like, 10 Pokeballs at them, and they eventually do catch, but... Other times they hop around 5 times before they settle down and stop moving, and then other times they just swat away, like, 4 Pokeballs, and... It's... rough! I feel like rough is a good way to put it. Come on. There's Dratini. Like, what do I do right there? And I'm like, I have to wait for a bit because it takes a second to confirm it, and then the timing of its swats is just like perfect for you not to be able to hit the excellent. Downloading Splitgate on your laptop? Nice! I recommend it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Hey, can't think of his username. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Downloading it from Steam. Yeah, I don't know where else you would download it from. I don't know if it's on anything else. That's where I downloaded it. Still doing homework. Hopefully it's not too hard. Hopefully it's not too much. Someone said you had no brain as a joke, because you're your friend, you're spotted. Why'd you call me out for something we share in common? Dang. Yeah, like, yeah, that's the thing, right? You just gotta, if nothing else, take him down with you. Don't like the combination class? Combination class? What's that? The martyrdom, there you go. Drop grenade on death, yes. The classic. So mix of 2 grades. Because your old teacher had to turn into an online class. Too many online students? So it's like 2 classes, but like, is it just like a hybrid class where like you're online some days and like in class others? Here we go. 2 different grades? So it's 2 separate classes? I'm confused by this. Is it just the same class, but it's 2, the grades in there twice? 2 different grades in the same class. Okay. But are they like the same grade, or are they different grades for different things? Learning at the same time. What is, like... different grades? How is it different grades if it's 1 class? Had to spend $5 on it to add friends? Yeah, you have to... Yeah, Steam doesn't let you do any, like, the social stuff until you've spent at least $5. It's not like a paid service, it's literally just, like, so that you can't create spam accounts. That's the whole point with it. It's like anything they did that wasn't, like, money-based, you could, like, a bot farm could automate and then just send out spam friend requests. Never mind, it's too confusing for me. I don't know if it's too confusing for me. Like, I don't get if it's 1 class, why does it have 2 different grades? I knew it was about to do that. Literally don't know. Okay, fair. In that case, like, when you're like, oh, it's too confusing, I'm like, what is that? What? No! Why? I'm gonna catch it. We know I'm gonna catch it, but I have to start a new Dratini chain. Oh no, I'm missing it. Shiny Tenna, yeah. This is a little darker orange. Watch it catch. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Dratini in the pause menu. Yeah, unfortunately, no. We were so close to a Dratini chain, too. Alright, time to start rebuilding Dratini. Depressed shiny moment. I really need to just start accepting that I should, like, fail shinies here, because I don't want them. Always catching shiny mons first of all. Is there something in there's not something in Let's Go to like make that happen, right? Because like I've definitely failed plenty of shinies on that first throw. I failed like, you know, Psyduck flat out. I failed Doduo. We like totally messed up. Like, but yeah, like after Dragonite and Charizard, I just haven't had any like problems with shinies. Of course I will with Dratini. We all know that I'm gonna have issues with Dratini now. There's no way I don't. It's just luck, right? It's always the shinies I'm not actively hunting for. Do you think that's a good deal for Need for Speed Heat Deluxe Edition? It's normally $70. How much is it? Oh, $9.79. Will you get $10 of value out of it? That's what matters. A game could normally cost $1,000 and cost $1, but if I'm not going to play it, it's a waste of $1. I don't know. I haven't played Heat. I think I have Heat. I haven't played a lot of Heat. It looks really pretty. The driving physics are kind of meh, in my opinion. No, not send your message. Hack's always catching shiny mon first ball. Report him. I saw those two. If you sent anything else, I did not see it. Love the game so much. If you like the game and you're going to get $10 of value out of having it on Steam, I wouldn't say it's a waste. I would make sure your computer can run it okay. That is something to be, you know, concerned about with AAA titles on like Steam and stuff. Is make sure your computer's above minimum specs. Ideally, it's like at recommended specs. Don't know why, but as a kid you got deja vu. You always get deja vu, then you're playing with your friends and this randomly deja vu. It's a little confusing. Yeah, deja vu is weird. Because it really, I know when I would get it, it was just such a strong feeling of like, I've thought about this before, but like it's clearly not the case, like, right? Like that's just part of the whole thing is like your brain's wiring freaks out a little bit and like immediately just starts pumping your experience, your current experience into memory and then feeding it back to you or whatever. Yeah. Don't get it anymore, but you got it a lot. I get it occasionally now. Yeah, you got it. I would get it decently often in like middle and high school. Welcome back, Shy. You ever just think of a certain scenario, and then I think it's important that a few months later it happened? No, not like that. The weirdest one that regularly happens to me, and I think it's just a matter of like being aware of what's happening at times, is like that feeling where like you learn about something or you remember something for the first time in a while, and then suddenly everywhere you look, it's referenced. And really all that is it's like a mixture of... It's a mixture of like suddenly you're aware of it, like it could have been happening the whole time. Like if you if you have a certain car or you meet someone who has a certain car and you talk about it, you're gonna see and like notice all those cars on the road even if you didn't notice them before. That kind of thing. Or like you know, it's like that's gonna happen. Like, you're just gonna be more aware. There's like a thing on my monitor I'm trying to get rid of. There we go. There's a smudge on it that was bothering me. But yeah, so you're gonna have like, either you're just gonna be more aware and paying attention to it, and it's always been coming up that much, or it's one of those things where it gets referenced in a way that a lot of people saw it referenced, and then that just spreads and people talking about it from there. Samuel, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It's going to be running on a laptop, but don't care as long as you have fun, plus you can use your controller. Check minimum specs. If it is below minimum specs, it's not going to be running on a laptop, and understandably not great on a laptop. It's going to not be running. Check minimum specs, check RAM amount, check stuff like that. Like, that's very important. Games like Minecraft and stuff can generally handle it, even if it's like a poor experience. Confirm that it will run on your laptop in any capacity. Playing Valorant and remember hearing footsteps in a certain place, and you're like, oh, I remember this. I'm gonna pop a few headshots and pop a few headshots. Noise. That's probably a bit of deja vu happening. Trying to beat Pokemon Ultra Sun with only Pikachu. Yeah, Pokemon Master. How's that been going? Got to figure out a game room setup where you can have your TV and consoles in a comfy spot. You're thinking of rearranging your closet and putting your TV in there? That'd be interesting. Gonna head out. Alright, see you later, gamers. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Last time you got it was when you were reading a book last month. Yeah, I get it like maybe once or twice a year at this point. It's not like something that's happening every month or every week or anything like that. It's just one of those things like, whoa. It's got Pokemon cards from McDonald's. McDonald's has Pokemon cards right now? Nice! I have trouble beating Gumshoes. So no! Like the first trial? Literally only go to McDonald's for ice cream and fries? Fair. Fair. I'll get a burger every once in a while. I don't go to McDonald's often. Sometimes the nuggies. Their chicken nuggets are surprisingly good for what they are. It's one of those things where they're like breaded in a way, like the breading on their nuggets and stuff is just different enough that like I feel like it's valid to be like, I want that kind, you know. Your TV stand is 3 feet 7 inches. Like wide or deep? I guess wide. Deep, that would be very deep. Usually go to Subway because you're not really into McDonald's. That's totally fair. Totally fair. I try to avoid McDonald's because I don't want to admit that I want to go to McDonald's often. Yo, Shiny the literal idiot, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So if you're in a chair or on your bed, uncomfy, floor, uncomfy. Oh no! That's how tall it is. Oh, it's like, it's 3 feet tall. Oh wow. Yeah, that is tall. Great, awesome. I'm glad to have you here. But yeah, 3 feet tall, that's really tall. You have no shiny that you want currently? No desire to hunt for anything? I want this Dratini. I don't want Tentacruel. I don't want Tentacles. I don't want Tentacruels. I don't want Magikarps. I just want Dratinis. Since we're talking about shiny Pokemon, you found a shiny Poochyena by accident yesterday, right after you talked to Scott. Nice! Hopefully you were able to catch it. Think of a small 1-inch stand, maybe to rest your stuff on? Like underneath the current stand, or like in place of? That way if you're in a GameCube or Wii, it takes 2 doors to get to you. What do you mean by 2 doors? Bedroom and closet. Oh, like actually just going through 2 doors. So you'd be outside your bedroom, but that stuff would be stored in your closet? That'd be some long cables. Was you decided to nickname it Cherum, or was that the name you were suggested later? Nice. A friend said it was supposed to be named after a YouTuber. Oh, cool. Still have candy corn and mint and gum. I'm jealous. I want some candy corn. The candy I have is still the candy from testing last week. You and your things are in the closet? Oh, so you're saying, like, it would take going through 2 separate doors to, like, get to you. Gotcha. That must be a big closet to make that work. Just don't let it get too hot in there. Your siblings think it's too sugary? Nah. Nah. Candy corn's just so good. Have to rearrange it for your friends. It's not fitting 4 people in there? Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you can fit 1 person in there. You're definitely not fitting 4 in there. Only fit you because you're a twig. Fair. I guess one thing you could do is, like, set it up in a way that, like, you could pivot the whole thing to, like, just come out of the door. Or something. Make sure the cables are long enough to spin like that. First ever shiny was during an electric monotype run in Theta Emerald EX. It's one of your favorite electric types, the Mareep from you. Nice! And if you count the time you took a break from Pokemon, about 2 years. Oh, it took 2 years to find it? Wow, that's some dedication there for a first shiny. I feel like most people I know who find a first shiny, like, find it by random. The Mareep line. Oh, I see. Have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Alright, see you later, Samuel. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. There aren't any outlets in your closet, so you're going to need some extension cables. Yeah. I was kind of bummed. There's a closet in the hallway here that I was planning on putting some computer stuff in, but I would have to do a similar thing. I'd have to run, like, power cables from, like, my bedroom under that door and then into the closet. I was like, yeah, that's not going to quite work. This time it's a temp setup? Oh, it's just a temporary setup. Gotcha. What would be your plans for the permanent setup? So you're not getting it? Oh no! The specs just not look good. Still need a TV for GameCube and stuff because your Switch monitor doesn't have composite. Yo, Shiny the Literal Idiot, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Still need a TV for a GameCube and stuff. Switch monitor doesn't have composite. Okay, yeah. The perm setup is with an adapter to composite HDMI input. Okay, yeah. Good choice. Finished Pokemon Ruby a few days ago. Spore Shell Bell, Breloom completely destroyed some of Steven's team, but didn't want it to get too much spotlight. Well, nice, that's awesome. That's awesome to get such a powerful Pokemon. What number combo we at? Hey Jesse, welcome back, by the way. Let's see. I missed it. It's low. We restarted. We had to restart. We found a shiny Tentacool. So we caught that, so we're at like maybe like 4. I'll recheck. We'll see. It's all on your desk right now? Gotcha. Red Steven is 7. Yeah, I don't think there's any Pokemon characters named 7. Currently finishing up a Pokemon Emerald to put together the Hall of Fame puzzle. Cool, that's awesome. Best of luck. So I play Pokemon Go. I used to play it. A whole lot. When I was in college, but after college I still played it a good bit because my office had a gym outside of it, so I was able to like spin it from like the break room basically, or from my desk occasionally. So I played it a good bit then, but then the pandemic happened and I wasn't going outside as much and wasn't near a gym, so like I didn't really do anything with it then. Yeah. So I didn't do a whole lot then, unfortunately. Every shiny but the Dratini, right? Right? I have literally every other shiny on this route. Except for Dratini. Need to get back into Pokemon Go. I need to as well. Now that I've moved, I know of a place that would be pretty good for it, so I might start going over there on the weekends occasionally and doing that. Or at least doing community days and stuff. Because it's one of those places that has a lot of stops, and it has enough stops that it makes sense to, like, go and do it there. It's about the same density as my college campus. It's a bit smaller, so it doesn't have quite as many. But there's a good number of people there, and I actually ran into some old, like old childhood friends there one time. Like 2 years ago when I came up and did it with some buddies. You're gonna, now how you're gonna do this? Explain when you get back. Alright, figuring everything out. Might need a bigger screen. Sure, it works fine for 2 players, but with 4, the screens are so small you can barely see blurs from where your bed is. That's a good thing to keep in mind. You know, a reasonable amount of people and stuff. Ah, dang it. Dratini doesn't want to show, right? Online Pokemon Go friend code? I'll have to remember. I think it's on Discord. I think it's like pinned in the Discord. You're waiting so you can say PogChamp. Get some Pogs in chat. We have a Pog member emote. That's like me making the PogChamp face. And Pokemon Go don't play that often. Yeah, like I have it still installed. I just haven't like done anything with it. What's our catch combo? 2. Our catch combo is 2. Wow, I thought 4 was an underestimate, but no, we have 2. So there we go. Games you completed: Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. We're replaying Emerald because your old team from 2 years ago is long gone. Platinum, Black, and White 2. Nice. That's a good number of games there. October's a good time to get back in with the Darkrai raids and such. True. True. I'll just have to like actually make time to play Pokemon Go now, because that's always been part of it. Is I never had to make specific time to play. It was always just a thing that like I could play a little bit on my breaks at work. I could, you know, going back further, I could just play while walking between classes. You know, like I could do it that way, or even like in my apartment. I was like you know, with the remote raid passes, there were some EX raids I could hit from my apartment. But here, I don't think there's going to be anything for several miles. I've actually opened the app up since getting here, but I just feel like being right here, there's not going to be a whole lot I can do except for waste resources, you know? So I'll have to like actually make some time. You're playing Magikarp Jump, and your Magikarp beat the Great League Master by 1 centimeter. Dang. 2 is just amazing. It's such a big combo. With a 515,000 JP? What's it? Oh, okay. Okay, JP jump points or something. Okay. That's fair. From New Orleans, and the Pokestop density is crazy in the city. Yeah, like, you don't even have to, like, really be in, like, a big kind of city like that, even, you know, like, it's just a matter of how many things are there that can be Pokestops. I feel like a city like New Orleans, being, like, a historic city, has a lot of stuff like that. It was like when I was in college, every statue, every plaque, every building was like something noteworthy enough to be a stop, you know? And like a lot of those were just randomly gyms and stuff. So you had like, there were places where you could sit and access like 10 Pokestops. It was insane. It was insane. And they kept adding more. Like it wasn't one of the places that was getting hit with like stops being removed. They were actively adding new stops pretty regularly, which was really nice. It was a lot of fun. By my office, my previous office, you know, there was a few little things here and there that were valid, like stops and gyms and stuff like that, because it's a bit of a touristy area right around it, so there's enough like statues and fountains and things like that. But when I was working from home, there was nothing except for like I could faintly see, like, before it stopped being a sprint store off in the distance, or like, yeah, a couple random stops way off. There was one stop that was close. It made no sense for it to be a stop, but it was close, but it wasn't close enough for me to spin. It's like, dang it. Magikarp Jump is your childhood? Magikarp Jump's not that old. I was in college when that was out. Wow. And sometimes drop on your face. The iPad, just like, smack. iPad of the Dome is not fun. I can imagine. Think you're gonna go to sleep now? Alright, see you later. See you later, Shiny. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. It was nice to meet you. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Actually, tomorrow I won't be streaming. Hopefully Thursday. Lag? Oh no! Okay, it's not on my end. There's no drop frames. All that's hidden behind my microphone at the moment. I'm gonna have to work on organizing stuff. Don't want to speak too soon. About what? 57.48 meters versus 57.49 meters. Such an aggressive fart. What? What? Lag? Is anyone else seeing lag? Because I'm not seeing any issues from my end, and I'm not seeing any issues, like, according to, like, my stream preview I get from YouTube. Can't find any games that work on your laptop, so time to see if there are any racing games on sale on Xbox. Possibly. I'll get here. Awesome. Oh, your Wi-Fi's stretched. That'll do it. That'll do it. I'm sorry that it's lagging. I'm sorry that it's lagging for you. Excuse me. As you can tell, nothing likes to go your way. Yeah, I mean, gaming on, like, a laptop that's not, like, a gaming laptop can just be difficult. Especially, like, on the graphics card department. That's why a lot of games do try to be, like, more cartoony and a little bit lower, like, graphic quality, just because, like, it makes it easier. Look at a game like Overwatch, right? Like, Overwatch is optimized to run on, like, very bare bones hardware because it's supposed to just be an esport. So usually you'll have the best luck with esports. Racing games are not generally esports and don't generally work in the same way. They're generally aiming for insane physics calculations and all that good stuff. Don't know what the dividend divisor factor product and quotient goes. Somewhere in the math problem. I won't tell you exactly where, that's a surprise for you. Fourth Fast League trainer has 69.7 or 697 JP on his Magikarp where you can't get to 650. I mean, isn't Magikarp Jump kind of based around the idea that you continuously get new Magikarp? Put a Ryzen graphics card in HPP your laptop? A Radeon one, you mean? You can play Wii and GameCube at your desk? Oh, okay. Here's like the explanation. Your dress is like 2 feet tall, which is way more comfortable to look at. Oh, come on. Why'd I do that? This way more comfortable to look at. You can put your stuff there as controllers as long as they reach your bed or are wireless. Yeah, you can get, like I said, you can get like third-party Wavebird clones. Why? I didn't throw, and now you're just gonna like swing. Okay, good. Let me throw at least. I was gonna play Wii and GameCube for yes, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Problem is it's 4 cables you need to plug in, yet there are only 3, and you're out of the long things. Oh no! Yeah, it's one of those situations, I guess, where you're gonna have to kind of figure out, like either like splitters or just be willing to, you know, unplug stuff every once in a while when you want to switch. Because in reality, you only need one plugged in at a time. You know, like that's what happens with my. With one of my capture cards, when I do a Jirachi hunt, I manually just switch the HDMI cables out. I'd like to just be able to hit a button and switch it, but that costs a lot more money than just switching out stuff. Can anybody agree oversized sweaters are comfortable? To a point, yeah. I don't wear them. I don't know. I generally don't like wearing like baggier clothing, even if it's like designed to be that way in terms of like sweatpants and stuff. I don't know why. I've just gotten really used to wearing like normal going out clothing every day. Like not like formal clothing or anything, but like the casual kind of stuff you would wear to like school or like to work and stuff. I've just gotten used to wearing that all the time. There we go. Oh, Vileplume's almost level 100! Catch combo of 4! Tentacle, why? So many close to the point that you don't know what to wear, because most are too small. If they're too small, then yeah, get rid of them, donate them or something. Oh yeah, yeah, Seto's on Xbox. Heck yeah, play that, dude. I need to get my wheel set up. I want to play some of Seto. After you were talking about it and Gamers was talking about it and Gamers was playing it, oh man, I want to play some of Seto. But I gotta get that set up. Yeah, I just gotta figure out getting that set up now. Because that's going to require, like I said, it's going to require like a wheel stand to hold the wheel and pedals. And then I got to get a chair that's specifically for it. You know, like, because this chair just doesn't really work if you're trying to like use like a brake pedal and push really hard on it and you just slide away. That's useless. Or like you steer and like the whole chair turns. Like, nah, that's no good. iPad's been out of battery for 3 days already. Oh dang. I think my iPad's pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to charge it up today. Just to make sure it's good for tomorrow when I have to use it. Oh, come on, Dratini. Why you gotta be like that? Once he did it for a week, he didn't have time to charge. Like it just was out of battery for a week. Yeah, like the usage level of my iPad like goes up and down like on a monthly basis as far as like sometimes I don't touch it for weeks and other times like I have like needs for it daily. I'm gonna start having a lot more of a need for it soon, like now basically, because it effectively is like my laptop. It's the computer I take places with me. Because like my thought process was I can get like an iPad and a keyboard and have like a tablet and a laptop effectively in one, because I don't need to pay for like an expensive laptop, because yeah, in terms of what I would need out of it, like an iPad's actually relatively cheap compared to laptops I would have been looking at for stuff. Oh, come on, it was all the way there. Like, how am I supposed to do anything about that? Yeah, so I needed like a mobile computing device, basically. And my thought process was I already paid for like a computer that's good enough to do that in terms of my desktop. So I just like have my iPad set up to like access my desktop from wherever. Yay, Ash, welcome back. I just got a shiny Ekans. Yo, that's awesome, Ash. Congratulations. Use your phone more because you can hide it. There you go. Fair. Hey, John the Pikachu, you just beat Donkey Kong 64 for the first time. We got 101% completion. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. And congrats on that Ekans, Ash. I don't know if I said congrats on that. What game did you find it in? Monkey? Donkey Kong the Monkey? Sister always tries to steal it. The iPad? Currently shiny hunting for another Ekans so you can have both Ekans and Arbok. Hey, there you go. I'm always a fan of those living dexes, man. Always a fan of that. What game? Ultramoon? Nice! Don't know which version it's Competizione has 2.8 stars and the original is 3.6. It depends on what you want to do. So, unless you want to get into competitive online, I would say get the original. The competitive online is technically a little bit newer, and it is fully focused on GT3 racing. The idea is for it to be specifically designed for like online GT3 tournaments. That's its whole purpose. Whereas the regular version is going to have more cars. You're going to have, you know, a couple picks of more like street car type cars. You're going to have some potentially other racing cars like prototypes or F1 cars, depending on which version you get in terms of like the DLC that come with it. So yeah. ACC would look a little bit better than just regular Assetto Corsa, but ACC also has fewer options in terms of stuff because it's geared more towards being very seriously a GT3 game. Just want to have fun. I would go with the original then. Do Prodigy and Read works? What's Prodigy work? 2 times because you didn't have time yesterday. Oof. Oof. When it all just starts piling up. Last night you got a shiny Krogunk through chaining an X and Y. Yo, congrats on that. I was about to go to band for after school and noticed your 2DS wasn't with you. Oh no. Oh no, where was it? Switched to 7th period class and assumed it was gone and someone stole it. Opened your binder and how'd it dropped. That's nice. I left my laptop bag with 2 laptops in it in a class one time. I just totally goofed and left it there. Because I had my laptop, then I had like a robotics like coding laptop. I was like, oops. I walked in and the teacher in the class was like, yeah, this is not the bag to leave around. I'm like, I know. I usually didn't forget it because it weighed like 15 pounds. So, you know, if I didn't have it, it would be very noticeable that I was like not wearing the backpack. Have you ever chained for shiny Pokemon using the Poke Radar? I have not. I've wanted to do it, but I don't think I'm to that point in any game at the moment. In terms of my own personal games, the only time I've done any amount of Poke Radaring was not successful in that I just didn't get a chain long enough. I did try chaining or doing a Poke Radar chain for Ralts on Mel's copy of Diamond. That's the one that's the one time I've tried it. And And I want to do more of it. I'm hoping, seeing as like the Poketch is confirmed to be back in the BDSP, I'm hoping that BDSP has Poke Radar. I don't know how well it'll work on the Poketch up in the corner, but I hope it's back. Accidentally kicked your brother's backpack with his computer in it. Oh no! Never told him what the heck happened to the emojis. I don't know. I think they just look different depending on what platform you're on. Got to put it in its pocket to prevent that. There you go. Yeah. Got to make sure everything has its place and like it's not something that you can just slip out of. Also, thank you guys for getting the stream over 10 likes. I really appreciate it. Let's see if we can hit our like goal for the day. Usually 15 likes. But we've been fairly successful at getting to 20 likes the past couple days, so would love to get there. On mobile. But yeah, even then it's going to depend on like if you're on iPhone or Android or Samsung or whatever you're on. One time when you were hunting, you used the Poke Radar and got a shiny on a chain of 0. Nice full odds shiny right there. Yeah, I know at one point Mel found a shiny, like, because basically unless you get like a shiny grass patch, like if you run into a normal patch of grass in Poke Radaring, and it's shiny, that's a full odds shiny. It was fully unaffected by like the chain. Poke Radar chaining only affects the likelihood of like the shiny patch of grass spawning. Happy streaming? Ooh, nice. What's Happy streaming today? One time when you were hunting, you used oh yeah, okay, yeah. Dratini, please, just stay caught. Please, for me, I beg of thee. What is going on? Dresser also is an unused drawer, so that's where you store games. There you go. Yeah, just don't put like consoles that are on in that drawer. They need to be able to breathe. Happy's doing Dynamax finishes as fan subs. Nice! I can't hook anything up that's in a drawer. True. Definitely more difficult to do that. I'm working on figuring out how to set up my drawers to allow me to do that here. Just because I want to hide a lot of the wiring behind all of this desk so that it looks super tidy. And part of that's going to be like getting cables out of the way, and one of the things I want to do is basically drop cables down through the desk into the drawers that I use as like the desk feet or like the desk legs, and then have like a UPS in there and stuff. Get the Joy-Con out to make it a tad easier to catch the Pokemon even though you're using 2 balls. I know it's slightly helpful, but since I'm using a Pokeball Plus, it's harder to throw them at the same time and all that stuff. Banks, you texted your mom, so let's see what she says, because she lets you be so happy because you have all the DLCs in your first owned racing sim. Oh, nice! Ultimate Edition? Nice, that's the one that I have. It comes with like, a lot of good stuff. I need to be an after-school thing, as it's gonna make more noise and don't want your mom to question it. Like the moving stuff around and setting stuff up. Once I'm used to Pokeball Plus and a Joy-Con at the same time isn't that hard. I'll admit I'm making excuses. I'm used to doing it this way and I don't like changing stuff. I'm used to it this way. I know it's slightly detrimental to do it this way. It's just what I've gotten used to. What? Come on! We can't even build up a Dratini chain anymore. We just keep finding shinies. What the heck? What the heck? Eventually I'll be able to give away a bunch of shiny Magikarps. Hey, there we go. A shiny actually broke out for once. 2-in-1 stream, yeah. Thought Puffin was gonna stream today? I thought Puffin did stream today. Didn't he do some more Chimchar stuff? Or did I see yesterday's notification today? Because that happens sometimes. 2-in-1 stream? Yeah, 2 shinies in one day. Neither of them Dratini. I just want Dratini. That's what I'm here for. The pink snick. Bruh moments. It's like, I just... We don't even have big chains. That was like a chain of like 10. Number one problem with not having any games, probably won't get any for a few months either. Still, nothing beats the joy of turning on the console. Can't wait to play the first game. Dude, that'll be so much fun. Yesterday, probably? Probably. I'm actually gonna check. I'm curious now, because I could have sworn I saw it. Where is that? Where is that one? What did I get mentioned in here? Is that... No, that was today. He streamed today. Yeah, he did Chimchar stuff today. Yeah, I'm looking at the positive side of this. We're getting more Dratini captures in. The more Dratini captures we get in, the better our catch rate's going to keep getting. I guess right, but it still moved too much. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, what? No, we gotta run. I guess there really wasn't a point in running there. We literally had no chain. Read that as pro habit. Didn't get your notification? Oh no! Yeah, I don't get YouTube notifications. I just get Discord notifications. That's generally the way that I always follow people, or like try to keep up with streamers I want to follow, is like Discords and stuff. Because that's where I always post a notification before going live and everything like that. Just because like it's really hard to keep up with everyone, especially live streams. YouTube notifications are terrible when it comes to the live streams. Like I feel like everyone's noticed at this point, like that. Yeah, YouTube doesn't seem to get that like live stream notifications are a bit more urgent than normal like video notifications. Like notifying someone 4 hours late to a new video is fine. Notifying someone 4 hours late to a live stream means that most likely the stream is over. Wanted to buy an egg or at least save. I should save. I have 2 shinies that I haven't saved since catching. Yeah, I know I've caused this problem for myself of having to rebuild this chain so many times. I could literally just not catch the Magikarps or the Tentacools that are shiny, but it's me. I'm gonna try. I can't just let it slip away. Like, I can't bring myself to, like, intentionally not catch the shiny. Where your Delmice? I don't know, man. I don't know where your Delmice be. You should know that if it's your Delmice. Lately, when you go to someone's Twitch streams, they're having problems with bot users following multiple alternate accounts. What do you mean by like just people have a lot of like fake followers from that? That's a weird way. Like, it makes sense. I mean, follows are free, and like the first thing you can do on Twitch. So like a bunch of bots going in and just like follow bombing someone or something like that. I think you need 300 more Bunsen bucks. Needs to be a Bunsen bank. That way you can keep track of everything. Come on. Come on. Why you be like that? Commands, but still. Yeah, but like that only works when the stream's on. Like you can't just like no. Started a couple weeks ago. They're getting really frustrated and planning on moving their streaming platform back here on YouTube. Oh, like the people that you follow that do that? I can see that. I can understand that. It is a good idea to have multiple platforms that you're on. That's one thing that I've been meaning to get better about, like doing some Twitch streams here and there. But it's just hard, you know? Like it's hard when I like want to put so much into streaming on YouTube and I don't have much time beyond what I put into streaming on YouTube. Like if I did Twitch stuff, it would mean that I literally like just from the moments I wake up am working until I finish work, and then when I finish work, I stream on YouTube, and then I finish streaming on YouTube, and I stream on Twitch, and that just doesn't work, you know. So, because like some days you don't want to like if a stream just isn't good and it puts you in not a great mood, you don't want to like go and stream again while being in that bad mood, and like if you're like forcing yourself to stream on multiple things at once, it's rough. So it's like that's where it's like I want to do more stuff on Twitch, but it's hard. It's hard when like I just don't have that much time. If I did this like full time, then yeah, that'd be a different thing. But since this is just like a hobby I do after my full-time job, I just don't have the time to do it on Twitch. The most I've been thinking about doing, and I might do this, I might start doing this a bit more. I might do it when BDSP comes out or something, is, or just I start making more videos in general, is like take this current like basically take all of my VODs, all the like stream replays, and re-upload them over on like a specific VOD channel. And so I can like kind of hide them from my feed here, potentially. I don't know, YouTube seems to be trying to get better about just hiding live stream archives, unless you specifically look for them, but it's not always the case. When you have the time and the motivation, you could do late night streams on Twitch. Yeah, like that's something I've been wanting to kind of do. I know Puffin kind of does it occasionally. It's just, it's the problem of like, I put all my effort into doing the YouTube stream, and it's still kind of at a point where I feel like the best thing for me to do at the moment is potentially just like, if I have time to stream, like if I have more time on top of the time I'm already streaming to stream, I should just be streaming here on YouTube and continuing like longer streams. Just because the thing I am admittedly trying to do now, and it's the thing that like constantly is going through my mind with stuff, is how do I get more people here? How do I get more viewers? Like, because like my options at the moment are post my link in literally every like promote yourself kind of plug chat I can, which I sometimes do. I've actually noticed that almost hurts sometimes. Like it counts as impressions for the entire server, and then if no one clicks on it, your click-through rate's terrible. I don't know. It's weird. It's. I've been trying to figure out like the way to just like increase viewership and stuff, and I feel like at the moment the thing in my head is just if I can stream more on YouTube, the better. So like if I have time to stream on Twitch, I have time to stream on YouTube kind of thing, but at the same time, I don't know, that's probably not like the long-term smart move. Just imagine Bunsen in a suit with that glass thing on one of his eyes, a monocle. Fancy Bunsen. Fancy Bunsen. Yeah, there's a few things I've been throwing around. I need to talk with some people about stuff and see what their thoughts are on some things. Because I want to do some fun stuff. I want to try doing some fun things on streams to mix it up and make it a bit more exciting. Swimming in the homework assignments right now. You got this. You got this. You're going to get through them all. But yeah, so I've been trying to work on small little things to just improve the general quality. Thank you to whoever followed on the Twitch page. Those notifications don't mute if that layout's not open. Next month, do you have any Halloween streams planned out? Yeah, so I don't know what we're going to be hunting specifically. We will be doing a Halloween stream. There was a donation goal that we were planning on like getting fully set up, but we never had time to. Vanillix donated like $400 in a weekend, and it blew anything I would have set as a donation goal away. But yeah, so Vanillix basically did that. So we're going to have a stream where I'm wearing like an Ash Ketchum costume, and my cat Adele is wearing a Pikachu costume. Adele might only briefly appear. I she won't understand what's going on and will probably hate her costume because she doesn't like having things wrapped around her. So that might be a, hey, look at the cat in this silly outfit, and then she goes off and does her own thing, and I'll just be in the Ash costume the whole time. So we have that planned. I don't know what we'll be hunting. We could pick up Ghastly, because Ghastly's something we tried doing, I think, 2019 Halloween? So we could pick that up in some hunting form or another. We could always do some other ghost types in various games. We can see. We'll see. We'll see what the plan ends up being there. It depends on what day of the week Halloween is, too. I don't actually know when Halloween is this year. Let's check the calendar. Halloween is on a Sunday, so we could do a longer stream during the day for that. Because if it was like a Friday or Saturday, we could totally do like a late night, like super late night stream. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out something for Halloween, like in terms of the hunting and making it a bigger special hunt. But yeah, that's the plan. Nezuko's your profile pic? Cool. You're gonna be Nezuko for Halloween? Cool. Should hunt Pumpkaboo? True, that's an option. We have a month to figure it out. There's a guaranteed Halloween stream. We just have to figure out what the hunt's gonna be for it. Just found it, says you. Is the Twitch channel the same? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch handle is pretty much the same, just with an underscore between Mindless and Enigma. Here's a random thing you came up with. Nothing is ever destroyed. All things are always remembered by the universe. That's deep. That's deep. Yeah, so we got that Halloween stream planned. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make it a bit more of a thing. I did get the, so the current status is, so like I said, I had ordered 2 costumes once we hit that donation goal. I ordered 2 costumes. As soon as I moved and knew that my address was definitely going to be this address, I ordered those 2 costumes. Mine got here really fast. Mine's already here. The cat costume, on the other hand, is still listed as sometime between like October 13th and November 1st, which of course a Halloween costume is listed as potentially getting here on November 1st. So the cat might show up in a later stream as like, hey, here's what we got. Unfortunately, it wasn't here in time. But so the Ash costume showed up on Sunday, and I was like, all right. I just kind of left it in the bag. It's like I didn't have a need to unwrap it. Oh boy, I needed to unwrap it. I opened it up today just to kind of like take a look at it and see. I don't know, like the only way I can describe the way that the whole thing smelled, the whole thing needs to air out. Just like in general, it's like, you know, it smells like whatever factory it came out of or whatever disinfectant products are all over it from the factory and stuff like that. It smelled like rotten apple cider. Like mostly faintly, but if you got it anywhere near your nose, it immediately just hit you hard. So that whole thing is going to be airing out for like the next month. Friend's going to be herself for Halloween. The scariest thing sometimes. Pumpkaboo, your first Halloween shiny out? That's awesome! That's awesome. Being Kakashi for Halloween, have his hoodie, all you need is a navy blue bandana and a Naruto headband. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, so my Halloween plan is that Halloween stream. We'll see how much stuff goes through in certain ways and stuff, and like what all we can end up doing with it. Hopefully the stream background is a little bit more together by then. That'll be about a month from now, and that's kind of my goal. My goal is kind of to have like the stream set up mostly by the end of October, so it's really just getting used to it and it being just a very familiar thing by the time BDSP actually drops. Because I want it to basically be like, I don't want it to be like this brand new stream I'm trying to figure out and fumbling through the layout. I want it to be like every single button on the stream deck is set up for the right lighting things. I want all the lights perfect. I want the background to be like the background. Well in advance of BDSP, just so we have time to get everything set up. You're going to be Shy Guy. Nice. A twisted clown? Like a clown from the old Twisted video game, or just like a scary clown? I've got a little bit of stream stuff I'm hoping to finish up tonight, maybe. maybe kind of use it on stream tomorrow, not tomorrow, but like Thursday or Friday, depending. There's a chance I won't be able to stream Thursday. I don't know the exact details of what's happening, but there will be stuff happening that I may not be able to stream because of. Just depending on when it happens. I got invited to do some stuff that I thought would be interesting, and like, depending on what it is, the stream might start later or just not happen. In that case, like, the Friday stream will just go a little bit longer or something like that. Like a scary clown. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, regular clowns never scared me, but most of those, like, scary clown Halloween costumes are absolutely terrifying. Like, I know, like, a lot of people, like, clowns in general are just creepy, but, like, for me, it's just, like, they're weird. They're not, like, creepy. It's just, like, no interest. But, like, intentionally designed to be scary clown stuff is really creepy. Hate scary clowns? Yeah. Get annoyed when people make fun of her because of her height? I don't get why people make fun of people for that. Like, it's one thing if you're close friends and you make jokes about it, because, like, that can be funny. And again, like, if you're close friends and you understand, like, it's not really, like, an insecurity thing or something, like, that's totally, that's a different thing. You know the person. But, like, yeah, like, actually making fun of people for it, like, in a way that they're not in on sucks. Autocorrect again. Autocorrect's awful. You still have to be sad all day? At this point, no. Like, it's a thing to remember. It's a horrible thing that happened, but, like, kind of the whole point of, like, it's never forget. It's not, like, always be sad. Like, if it's always be sad, then, like, the people who did that kind of win. Their whole idea was to, like, emotionally scar everyone, and, like, especially if you weren't born before it happened, it's a thing to remember and be like, dang, that happened, but, like, if you have no memory of it, like, I don't think you need to, like, make yourself be sad on that day or anything just because of it. Me being 5'8", think you did that right? Yeah, that's the right, like, marks on it and everything. I'm just now mentally turned 14. Takes 2 days for it to set in. Dude, it takes 2 days for now. It'll start taking way longer. Someone confirmed yesterday, like, I was talking with some people yesterday, you know, from high school, and, yeah, one of them, like, oh, yeah, so you're 24 now, and I sat there for, like, 30 seconds trying to remember if I was 24. The answer is yes, and I have been for 7 months, but it's, like, it's just one of those things that you just, once you pass, like, once you're out of school, and once you've passed any, like, special birthday that you care about, for me, it really, like, 18 was all, like, or 20 was the last one that mattered, just because it was, like, 20, you know, because, like, I don't drink, so, like, 21 didn't matter or anything, you know, why I don't keep track of it that much anymore. Don't smile because it's over, cry because it happened. I mean, it's a thing where, like, I feel like move on is a harsh set of words for it, but, like, there's value in obviously remembering it and thinking about it and, like, stuff like that, but it can also be a thing to just celebrate, like, people actually coming together and stuff. Not like, woohoo, throw parties on that day or something, but, like, it's one thing to kind of be like, dang, that happened. But look at how we've, like, moved past it, you know, that kind of thing. Switch devices, because it's a Hello and Meow Spotlight Hour. What's the Spotlight Hour? Reply with R or L, are you righty or lefty? I am lefty. You being the lefty in all your classes sucks. I never had issues with being, like, the solo lefty. That never mattered. The problem was just being a lefty in general. It didn't matter how many other lefties were in the class. So I'm assuming, Shy, you also have the problem of when you have to write something in pencil, your hand just becomes coated in graphite, right? Like, that was always a problem for me. Like, at the end of, like, an essay, my hand was just silver. You know, like, all that graphite was just on my hand, to the point that I could, like, take my hand, with all that graphite on it and write on like the desk or on paper with my hand because there's just so much graphite on it. Hey, Abby, how's it going? You have sleepy kitty. Aw. You weren't even alive and not happy. Yeah. I was like, you can have a good day on that day now, right? Like, the event itself is what, like, the bad thing is. The date doesn't need to be a ruined, like, date on the calendar every year. You hate it? Yeah, right? Or, like, having to write with an expo marker and just, like, you can't because it's, like, your handwriting's terrible because you can't, like, rest your hand the way you have to, like, write normally. Like, you know, because, like, as a lefty, you have to hold the pencil a little bit differently. It's not just a mirrored image of how, like, a righty would hold a pencil, because for every letter, you're just overall pushing across the page instead of pulling across the page. And that becomes an issue when you're, like, holding an expo marker and you want to, like, rest your hand on the board because you got to push. And you can't, because if you do that, you're just going to wipe it all up. Fortunately, most game controllers are for both. But at the same time, yo, we got a yellow circle. Sorry if anyone thought that was a shiny for a second. We're getting there. We're getting there. They're getting easier. For me, I only ever had issues with games in very small situations. I think there were some, like, motion controls in games that just didn't work because they were designed for a righty and they just didn't work because they weren't thought out well enough. Or one time I went to, like, a batting cage, like a virtual batting cage thing, and, like, I missed every swing because we didn't realize there was a lefty cage, and I was in the righty cage trying to swing, and, like, the, like, sensors couldn't pick up on me because I was lefty. That sucked. The most devastating thing as a child was my friend had a Nerf football that had, like, that had an odometer in it. Like, effectively an odometer in it. And it measured how far you threw it. But it measured it because it had, like, a little fin on the back. And when you threw it in, like, a spiral, the ball would spin and the fin wouldn't. And it would spin the dial and change the number. It didn't work for me because I spun the ball the other way. It's like I wasn't able to use any of this stuff. I was like, oh, that stinks. But, you know, you get used to it. It just kind of becomes part of life. But like I said, there's only been one time it's actually, like, affected me in video games. Outside of, like, VR being a little bit funky because sometimes Beat Saber maps are designed for righties. But Beat Saber handles that and you can flip maps. But yeah, for me, the biggest thing was Call of Duty Ghosts on veteran difficulty, so the highest difficulty. The higher the difficulty with the QuickTime events in that game, the faster you had to tap the buttons. I literally could not tap the button fast enough because right hand was having to hit the X button for the QuickTime event, which it's not my dominant hand, it can't move fast enough. And even if I held the controller weird to hit the button with my left hand, I was holding the controller weird so I couldn't hit it fast enough with my right thumb or with my left thumb. Literally spent a week trying to do just this QuickTime event. Took the Xbox to my buddy's house, had him try it. He beat it the first try because it's just a QuickTime event. It's not supposed to be hard. But it was just literally impossible. Sub, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, most game shows, they aren't really for both. They're asymmetrical, but, like, the button pressing doesn't really matter. And honestly, if anything, I'd rather have, like, it's like both thumbs are dealing with an analog stick, and that's all that matters. Grandma's a righty, but her right arm has been paralyzed for a few years, so she's forced to be a lefty. Oh, dang. Is a hand for you used for writing mental things? Or something else? This is how you learn. Teach yourself to be a righty or no. You can teach yourself to be good at being like writing with your right hand, but it is a brain wiring thing, and it's genetic. It's been observed in other species. Like if you look at like a lot of other great apes and stuff, like gorillas and things, like their dominant hand, they aren't writing with it, but like with the hand they prefer to grab things with or like lead with when moving. It's the same like 10% split. It's really weird. Something that random like has like something in evolution controlling it and pulling it down. The dead silence? There's not dead silence. But yeah, so like you can teach yourself to write with your other hand or to do anything. It just takes a lot more effort that way, just because again, it's really it's not so much like you would ever be incapable of doing it, or like only one hand's capable of doing something that way. Really what it is it's easier to learn that way. It seems like you have a preference for which one you want to learn with, and then from there it just cascades into you've been learning with that hand, therefore it is easier with that hand and you're better at it. So yeah, you could teach yourself to be a righty. That was a thing for a while, like being a lefty was like bad for a while. So some people were like forced to learn how to write with their right hand because it's bad to write with your left hand and stuff like that, you know. Stupid stuff. We look at it now and go, why would you ever care about that? But like that was a thing. Imagine if you're the exact opposite of what you are now. Female righty hated video games. I mean, obviously I wouldn't get along with that person. If we have all the exact opposite interests, that would be awful. Literally nothing in common. That Nidorina scared me, because I've only seen Nidorinos, so I was like, that's a shiny. Unfortunately, it wasn't. In fact, there's a Gyarados at 478 CP. Is that low for a Gyarados? I've never actually paid attention to Pokemon Go stats. I was really largely in it for collecting everything. So I didn't pay too much attention to those stats. Thank you for all the likes on the stream, guys. We're almost to 15 likes so far. Really appreciate that. Mitchie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Reminding yourself the only difference between gender and their name being opposite gender equivalent viewers. What do you do? I don't know. I'd probably be too oblivious to recognize that. To be real. But yeah, how's it going, Mitchie? Hope you're having a good day so far today. Yo, I think we have 15 likes on the stream, guys. Thank you so much for that. Still hunting Ralts, but you switched to Island Scan. Ah, I see. How's that been working for you so far? Man, I feel like I got like an itty bitty kind of splinter deal in my thumb. I don't know what it exactly I would call it, but before the stream I was out doing a little bit of yard work, just like cleaning up small things. So like I had like 30 minutes before I had to start prepping for stream and not much else to do. So like I started doing a little bit of yard work, just like really just pulling up some like weeds and like pulling some like grass that had overgrown on stuff away. And like I think one of the things like looked fuzzy, but like the little hairs on it were like basically just like microscopic thorns or something. Because like I don't know, one of my thumbs, it feels like I like got a cut from that. How's your favorite cat doing today? She's been doing well. She's been doing well. I noticed she had like chewed a little bit more of a bald spot, unfortunately, but that's just kind of something that she does, and I have to, you know, make sure she takes her medicine and stuff, because sometimes she'll be sneaky and get rid of it, and then she gets itchy, and it's like you've brought this upon yourself. But yeah, she's basically got like one equivalent of like right here, you know, like nothing bad. It just means that I have to be more like vigilant on making sure she actually takes her medicine and stuff. But yeah, she's been doing well. She went outside again today and actually was walking around and sniffing stuff some more. I think she's finally getting used to the harness and getting used to the idea of like what outside is like. I think the first few times was just sensory overload of like grass for the first time, sky for the first time, the sounds being actual sounds and not just through a window. Using Q-Charm, so hopefully you get a male Ralts. Nice! Hoping to get a shiny Gallade, I take it. Oh, come on. Dratini, your circle's yellow. Be nice to me, please. But yeah, so Adele's been doing good overall. Those are the ones that frustrate me the most. Right there where Dratini, like, literally, like, decides that it doesn't want to catch right as it is. Was that the run? I don't believe it was. Yeah, no, this isn't the run animation. You're battling in Pokemon Go right now? Nice! Best of luck. Hope that's going well. Battling like a real person, or are you just battling the team leader? Or like a Go Rocket Grunt? It's just me or Dratini and Dragonair look like eels. They kind of do. They're kind of more so designed based off of like Eastern dragons as opposed to Western dragons. You know, because like if you go to like East Asia and you like see them talk about dragons, they're like super flowy, like flying snakes, right? Look at Gyarados, look at Dratini and Dragonair, versus like Western dragons, like stuff like Charizard and like Dragonite and stuff like that. It's just Dratini and Dragonair really feel like a separate evolutionary thing from Dragonite. Like Dragonite should have been like a solo, no evolution dragon, and then like Dratini and Dragonair should have gotten like a different third evolution. You won 3 times in a row. That's awesome. GBL? Is that like is that a thing against other people? Have this background. If you hover over Jigglypuff, he turns all puffy. Ooh, that's nice. Flagonite. Just start adding "ite" onto the end of all the dragons. Dragonite-ite. All the Pokemon, not just dragons, I see. Bergmite-ite. Eonite. Am I a dragon-type Pokemon now? Alright guys, we're probably going to wrap up the stream here in about 10 minutes. Probably where I need to call it for today. The Tentacruels do that same thing every time, and you can't avoid them. They're too big to avoid in this water. Will be a normal type. That's fair. That's fair. You're a normal ghost. Why are you a ghost? Got a shiny lone Meowth typing that. Nice! You better catch it. These just sound like Mega Stones, right? You did A! Congrats on the shiny Alolan Meowth. That is awesome. Would you have to sit in the seat where your left arm sticks out? Because that's the point. What? Literally never had a shiny Pokemon run from you? Well, if you're not playing... Are you playing Go, or are you playing, like, a 3DS game, or what are you playing? I think you said you're playing Go? I think they actually set it up so that, like, shiny Pokemon generally are a little bit more confident in the catch. The point is they're fake Mega Stones. Ah, I see. Pokemon, gotcha. Nice then, that's awesome. I don't know if shinies are able to run. I know, like, if you, like, complete a raid and get a shiny legend out of that, like, if the raid target's shiny, it's a guaranteed catch. Which is nice, at least. I don't know if that's the same when it comes to, like, shinies outside of that. Because I've never had a shiny run for me in Go, but I don't know if that's, like, coded in or if it's just been luck. You're going on a nighttime bike ride and see if you can get good spawns. Ooh, that'd be nice. Just put night after every word. Yep. Come on. Let's get a second shiny Ekans. Time to evolve one of them into shiny Arbok. Yo, congrats, Ash. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. An evolution line done for the living decks. Why you gotta put those there? Gonna head out. Alright, see you later, Shy. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Fought a grunt with only a Magikarp once. Just, like, throw the Magikarp at the grunt. It's like, throw the Magikarp. If it's heavy enough, it'll knock him over, and then you run. Steal his wallet and run. Shiny hunting Ralts and Ultra Moon. Best of luck on the Ralts, man. No way! What the heck? I just swam right by that. Yo! What the heck? Why are we still finding more of these? We can't even build a Dratini chain anymore before finding shinies, guys. This is insane. Alright, I should probably actually use, like, a berry. 3 in 1. 3 shinies in one stream. None of them the one we're actually hunting for. Oh, come on. Then it decides not to move. What the heck? I have enough golden razzes. We'll use one of those. Again, I can't help myself. I can't help myself with catching these guys. Fail it. You're so already dumb, Dratini, right? Alright, there we go, guys. There we go. Another shiny tentacle. 2 shiny tentacles. 2 shiny tentacles. And a shiny Magikarp today. That is crazy. So crazy. One of these days, we're gonna find ourselves a shiny Dratini, or at the very least, just, you know, a chain. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up here. I was planning on ending in a couple minutes anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We're gonna do a raid. Stick around, show the raid hype. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Thank you anyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. Thank you to anyone who followed on Twitch. We heard that notification. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Hope to see you guys again at the next one. And until next time, guys, take care.